Hello and welcome to this tutorial for the game Carcassonne. In most cases, I will have a separate video for the setup, but for Carcassonne, that's done so quickly that it's better to include it in this explanation. One important thing, this game has been around for such a long time that it's possible things have changed. It's possible that you have items in your box that I don't show in this video, but you can always look in the rulebook for help. Here's how you get it ready to play. Take out all the tiles, make sure they're shuffled and stacked. Place them somewhere on the side of the table because you're going to need the middle space. Just keep an eye out for this tile. As you can see, it has a darker backside than the rest. This is the starting tile. You can already place this open on the table, in the middle. Next, take out the scoreboard. Place it next to the stacks. And the last thing you need is your player figures, your meeple. The game calls them followers. Choose a color and take 8 meeple. One of them goes on space 0 of the scoreboard, and the rest can stay with you. Done! Pick a first player, and you're ready to start the game. Now, let me explain how you play Carcassonne. You are going to play until there are no more tiles left. Then the game is over, and whoever has the most points wins the game. You get most of your points during the game, and maybe a few bonus points at the end. But again, you keep going until there are no more tiles. If you have the most points, you are the winner. So, how do you play it? What do you do when it's your turn? It's a famous game, so you can already guess that it will be easy. When it's your turn, you take one of the tiles from the stack, place it somewhere with the other tiles that are already open on the table, and then if you want to, you can place one of your meeple on that tile. That's it. Take a tile, place it on the table, and maybe place your player figure on the tile that you've just added. That's what you do when it's your turn. Let me explain why you do that. The tiles you place because you have to create a landscape, and the game has to end at some point, of course. And the only rule for placing a tile is that it has to make sense. For example, you can't place a tile that shows a road going somewhere and place it where the road runs into a wall or a field. So when you place the tile, make sure it makes sense. But let's get to the most important part, placing one of your meeple on that tile, because that will give you points, and getting points wins you the game. There are 3 things that you get points for during the game: building a road, building a city, or finishing a cloister. I'll explain those 3 first. The road is easy. This is a road. When you place a road on the table, you can put one of your meeple on that road. Just make sure there isn't another player already standing on that road. In that case, you can't claim it. So again, if you place a road, you can place your figure on it. At some point later during the game, that road can be finished. It starts somewhere and it ends somewhere. The road is completed. When that happens, you count every tile that has your road on it. You get 1 point per tile. For example, if my road is here, it's 3 tiles long, I get 3 points immediately. Go forward 3 spaces on the scoreboard, and you end it by taking back your meeple. You can now use that to place it somewhere else when it's your turn. Don't forget, when you place a tile, you can place a meeple on it, but you don't have to. If you don't think it's wise to do so, then don't place a meeple on it. Or maybe you don't have any meeples left, that's also possible. Anyway, that was how a road works. When a road is finished, you get 1 point per tile. Next we have cloisters, these little buildings that look like churches. When you place one of these on the table, you can place your meeple right on top of it. As soon as this tile is completely surrounded by other tiles, you get points. So there has to be a tile here, 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 here and here, and here, here, here. Then it's surrounded, and then you get 9 points. And take your meeple back, of course. And the last thing is building a city. This is a part of a city. When you place this on the table, you can place your meeple in the city. Later in the game, when the city is finished, you get points. You'll know when a city is finished. It'll be surrounded by walls 100%. And when it's finished, these are the points you get. A road gives you 1 point per tile, but when a city is finished, you get 2 points per tile. So if a city is 3 tiles big, you get 6 points. Go forward on the scoreboard and take back your meeple. I've got 3 important details on cities. The first is this. It's possible that you see this little shield icon on some of the city tiles. That means when your city is finished and you take your points, you get 1 extra point for every shield in your city. Next detail. It's possible to make a city of just 2 tiles. You've already got 1 city space on the table. If you slide the new tile next to it, closing up the city, you can place your meeple on it and take the points, and remove the meeple again. I have an old version of the game. It says that in that case you only get 1 point per tile. But in newer versions of the game, it says you get 2 points per tile as always. And the last detail about cities. This is the most fun one. You might remember that I said that only 1 player can be the owner of a certain thing on the table. That's the same for a city. Only 1 player can own a city. But it's possible to sneak into someone's city and steal it. Let me show you how that is done. Here there is the first tile of a city, and player green has already claimed it. When it's my turn, I pick a tile and it shows this. I can then place this tile next to the other one and place my meeple here. The city isn't connected to this city yet, so I'm not breaking any rules. Later, when it's my turn again, I take this tile and it shows this. I place it here on the other side and place my meeple on it. Again, they're not connected, so I'm not doing anything I'm not allowed to do. Later I get lucky and get this tile. I place it here, and now these 2 separate cities become 1. Now both green and me are the owners. Later in the game I add this tile, and that connects this city to the big one. And now I have 2 meeple in this city, and green has only 1. and green isn't allowed to take back this meeple until it has been finished. So I've stolen the city and I've blocked player green from using this meeple for something else. When this city is finished, we can all take our meeple back, but only I get points for it because I've got 2 here and green only 1. And that's it for how you get points during the game. Points for roads, for cloisters, and for cities. The only thing left is bonus points at the end of the game. You already know that when it's your turn, you must place a tile on the table. And if you want to, you can also place a meeple on that tile. You can place it on a road, or a cloister, or a city. But if you want to, you can also place the meeple on the grass, on the green bit. At the end of the game, you will get 3 points for every finished city that borders your field. My older game says you get 4 points for every city, but I believe the newer version says you get 3 points for every finished city that borders this field. Keep in mind that when you place a meeple in a field during the game, you won't be allowed to take it back for the whole game. But also keep in mind that just like stealing a city, you can steal a field. If you see a certain field that has loads of finished cities in it, you can try to sneak in and steal it from another player. Exactly the same as taking over a city. We're done. This is how you play the base game of Carcassonne. If you like it, but you're getting a bit bored of it, there are many expansions that you can add to the game to make it more interesting again. I hope you feel like you understand this game and that you'll enjoy it. Thank you for watching and see you for the next one.